Hello and welcome to my channel all about decoupage. In this video today I'm gonna show you how I made a special ornament for my great friend Amber. She is an Aries and I made her an Aries ornament. So if you wanna make one for you, just keep watching. For this project I chose plastic medallion and then I cut out a circle inside my plastic medallion with an electric cutter. Of course you can use X-Acto knife as well for this. After I cut out the circle, it was time to paint the inside of my ornament. So I only painted the inside of my ornament twice with white paint because the other side is going to be something different. And for this I am using some texture mold, some modeling paste, which I am applying inside my texture mold. This texture mold is from Stamperia and I think it's from the series Cosmos. After applying my paste inside the mold, I'll have let it dry at least for 24 hours. So now it's time to glue my rice paper inside my ornament. So I have this custom rice paper with some zodiac signs, and this one is of course Aries. So I am applying a little bit of decoupage glue inside the ornament and then I am tearing up my rice paper in few places to make sure it will fit great inside my ornaments and it will do no wrinkles there. So I am placing my rice paper inside my ornament, and when I am satisfied with the way it looks, I am gluing it with more decoupage glue, and of course you can use Mod Podge as well for this. Just make sure there is no excess of the glue because that glue will dry out white, not clear, and of course we don't want that, right? After my rice paper was dry, it was time to paint the inside of my ornament. So I am using acrylic paints for this, and I am using paints that I think complement the inside of my rice paper. After painting it, I thought it needs a little bit more, so I am applying some small white dots inside of my ornament, and for this I just use a little amount of paint and water and a small brush. After everything was dry, it was time for my trusted glitter decoupage glue, so I am applying a little bit of that, and after that is dry, it is time to seal my ornament from inside, and for this I am using pouring glaze, and of course you can use varnish as well. So as you can see, 24 hours have passed and it was time to take my design out of the mold, and for this make sure it dries naturally because otherwise it will crack upon you. And then it was time to glue it on my ornament, and for this I am using express glue from Pentart. Then I am applying my design onto the ornament, and I am even cutting it in few places so it will fit better onto my ornament. For this I took a little bit of time so it really fit perfect into my ornament. Then it was time to decorate my other side of the ornament as well, and for this I am using air drying clay and some zodiac signs stamp from Stamperia, and I am pressing my stamp inside my clay so everything becomes visible, and I am cutting off any excess of the clay from the stamp. Then carefully I am separating my clay from the stamp, And then again with my express glue from Pentart, I am gluing it onto my ornament, and I am gluing it on both sides, outside and inside as well. And to have a nice finish between my two designs, I am using my pearl mold for this, and I will be gluing the pearls with my express glue from Pentart as well. Then let your clay design dry before you start painting it. So my clay is dry now, and I am painting it first with black paint all over, and I am wiping off any excess of the paint with wet towel. Of course, you can paint your design whatever way you want to, but I was thinking firstly to give it some accent, so I am using some black paint first. Then I let the black paint dry, and after it is dry, it was time to put a little bit of color onto my ornament. So I am dabbing with some cut up sponge, kitchen sponge, some blue paint and some other shades of blue as well. After I was satisfied with the outcome, I let the paint dry, and after it is dry, it was time to seal it with varnish. I am using water-based matte varnish. And I am also sealing the small pieces which will go inside my 3D ornament. And after that is dry, I'm using a little bit of styrofoam, my heavy body gel, and I am gluing this styrofoam onto my stars and my sign as well. After technically I was done with my ornament, I found this mold I have from Stamperia. It is a Zodiac sign mold, so I was thinking I need to add it to my ornament as well, so I am putting air drying clay into my mold, and I let it dry inside the mold because I don't have to put it directly onto my ornament. Then I painted it with black paint, took off any excess, and then I am applying again with some cut up sponge some other shades of blue as well. What else does my ornament need? Of course, some wax paste. So I am using these two colors, and I am applying it all around my clay design and my modeling paste design as well. And of course, for this I'm using gloves because this part is pretty messy. Okay, and then it was time to glue my small pieces inside my ornament, and for this I'm using my heavy body gel again, and I didn't put many things inside of it because I didn't wanna take away from the focus of the Aries. And here it is all finished, my Aries ornament for my great friend Amber from This Southern Girl Can. And I'm hoping, guys, you're gonna make one for yourself with your zodiac sign. By the way, I am Pisces, which means I should be creative. Well, then I guess I am. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do give me a thumbs up or a nice comment. And if you want to, please do go out and check out my Etsy store for other designs. Thank you so much again. Bye.